What's going on, folks? I haven't posted in quite a while, um, but the last 2 weeks I was under the weather, really nasty. That's what we call the Memphis crud. It's like a head cold mixed with an upper respiratory infection, but doing quite better now. Just want to kind of go over some stuff that's been going on in the news. Most of you know and have seen um, that. Okay, we have certain areas that we have trouble in. One being North Korea, definitely North Korea. Also Syria are two hot spots, definite hot spots. But here at home, it kind of gets on my nerves when, you have celebrities that have never sought public office, want to criticize a sitting president who, sure, nobody's ever fully prepared to go into that office. They've asked past presidents, what was it like when you took office? They said, and what they said, they asked Bush on 1, 2, and Clinton. They said, you think you know what you're getting into, but they said the minute you sit behind that desk, absolutely, you realize that absolutely nothing has prepared you for what being in that office is. So, it's kind of a thing where, sure, the current president made promises, but you have to look at it. It's just been 100 days. I would say give him the benefit of the doubt, and certain promises and certain deals have to be, looked at from the perspective, okay, how do we do this and make it, one, cost effective, two, what agency will oversee it, three, is there going to have to be any type of negotiation? In which case, you're trying to get your stuff, you're trying to get your agenda done, but there are certain things that may have to be negotiated as far as the agency overseeing it, the funding. That has to be taken into account. Now about Syria, I think we are well within our rights to, make a military plan, because I truly believe that the Assad regime is definitely dangerous. That he has used chemical weapons against his own people. That was proven few years ago, and he has done it since then. Sarin gas. The biggest thing is that that regime needs to be taken out of power. Now, however that's done, that is strictly that it will most likely be. I don't know if it can be done diplomatically. Probably not. This will probably be a military operation, I would definitely think. But anything that can restore order over there and help the innocent people, mostly are women and children. And the situation in North Korea, they've been in a constant state of war since the Korean War. There was never a peace treaty signed. It was an armistice, which means a ceasefire. That's not a truce. It was just a ceasefire. So they've been in a constant state of war for well over, half a century. What I know what concerns most people is, if they launch a missile, could it reach the United States? Well, we have this thing called NORAD. North American Defense Command. They see something fly even close to us, it's going to be blown out of the sky. And that's basically the truth of the matter. We can locate anything. Nothing will reach the West Coast unless it's by submarine, which I doubt they have or have the capability of doing. I mean, if you see, they have. I mean, most of their missiles when they launch here lately have blown up a few seconds after liftoff. So that doesn't give me great confidence in what their capabilities are. I mean, that's just kind of weird. How far that's escalated to. But then again, Kim Jong-un has been fed since his youth that anything outside of North Korea is his enemy. Which, if he were intelligent from being schooled in Switzerland, which he was educated in Switzerland, would tell him that you sit, if you want to get things done, you sit at a negotiation table with several other nations. But no, he doesn't want to do this. He wants to be a tyrant and really kind of leave his people out in the cold. The common person, they are told they have to cheer for the man, otherwise they risk certain. Some people have been executed, which that's complete lunacy. I would think. But again, back over in this country, it's always been said things have to get worse before they get better, and I believe that. You definitely see a turn, definitely small turns in the economy, like in the Dow Jones. That his first few months, my word, it's seen the Dow Jones has seen the highest it's ever been in the time he's been in office. That shows economic growth. But I mean, that's total. I mean, you see companies staying here because he negotiated deals for them to stay here. I mean, you have Ford, GM, Carrier. I can name off a couple of more. But I mean, they're going to be adding jobs and money into the economy where they're going to be. So, before you pass, a judgment on the first 100 days, let the man have his first year, and then have his State of the Union next January to see where the country sits. I guarantee you, those who are naysayers will see a definite change in the economy, the state of the country. I say give them a. It's like even Hillary, even she said, give the man a chance to lead. Even her own party isn't even going by her advice. I mean, that should say something. Now I will say this: that was very gracious of her to say, and very poignant. I would definitely say that I would agree with that very statement. The man's only been in office right at 100 days. Give the man a chance to lead. Other things going on, as far as relations go with other countries. I think we have good relations still. I think we have a very good relationship with Great Britain. Now, as far as like the breaking up of the EU, I can't really see where it would have a big impact on the United States. It may or may not. Now, markets, it probably will, because if now I saw that Marine Le Pen dropped from her her party. Now I don't know what that's all about, but I think it does need to be, definitely watched and see what does happen to the European Union. Just for the fact that we do have good relations with different countries there. But just wanted to, post a video to just kind of discuss things that have been going on the news the last several weeks. Like I said, I've been ill, so good. Hopefully you enjoy this video. Please subscribe to the channel. But I will catch y'all next time.